Hello, welcome back. So I thought I'd jump right on here and, be in real time with some thoughts that I had, and I was like, well, maybe I'll come on and, you know, put on something different, whatever. I just was like, nah, I'm going to go in with the spirit. And I have been called to say that sometimes, not even sometimes, I feel like all the time, when you don't listen to what is put on your heart, when you second guess yourself, when you question your own self, and it's not about questioning yourself, because we have to evaluate, ourselves and our actions and our thoughts and your life and your path that you took and holding like self accountability and things like that. But it's when you're questioning yourself, when you're questioning the Most High. And it's just so funny. I was getting emotional because I'm like, God will tell you, don't do something. God will tell you to distance yourself from some things, some people. And you may be the type of individual that you feel like you're hurt. You know that you're going to hurt others when you're being called to do certain things, when you're getting called and pulled to go a different route, when you're being called to distance yourself from distractions or noise itself because you already in your inner world may have a lot of noise and distractions, let alone go out there and get into these other people that you may care about their world, because everybody is their own movie star, you feel me? So we're when we're interacting with people, we are agreeing, or sometimes, we are agreeing, in some other place. I feel like that we got these contracts where we come into contact with certain people for certain reasons and whatever. But when we agree to go into other people's worlds, they may have all of their distractions going on. So to put that on yourself, some of you guys may not be able to handle that. Some of you guys may have been called to separate, to isolate, or just to say less, and just kind of be the listener around other people because you may have your own stuff going on. But it hurts. The point is, it hurts. It may hurt others because of what you have been called to do or to not do. And I just got emotional because it's like there's so many people that you may love wholeheartedly, that you may have once had a relationship with in any type of capacity. And you may have been told years ago, months ago, weeks ago to end certain the way you are interacting with this person, the way you're interacting or how you're going about with these people, these situations, these everything, in your life. Sometimes because we let our emotions, we let the doubt, the spirit of doubt, the fear of doubt play into our minds, like we don't want to lose certain people. We don't want to stop doing certain things. And God will show you why you were instructed to move away from certain people, why you were instructed to stop doing certain things. God will show you. And I get so emotional because so many times I got saved myself from bad things that was not good. I'm not even going to say bad because everything happens for your good. It's lessons and it's blessings in these lessons. You feel me? But it's just like so many times we question the voice of God. We'll say that ain't it. God ain't showing me this. No, not my dog. I gotta distance myself from my dog. I'm being called not to really talk on the phone like that. Or you're being called to like just anything. Stop doing this certain habit or stop anything, or slow down or move this way or whatever. And we question it like, nah, no, that was not God. And God will show you. That's what I'm saying. I'm just so grateful that I have God, mother and father, who art in heaven. Heaven is in your heart. So I'm just grateful. And you should be grateful. You should be grateful. Because your parents is going to let you get a whooping. You're going to get toe up, but it's going to be in a nurturing. You feel me? Because we tend to do stuff that because we wanted these experiences, or we can't, it's hard to stop doing certain addictions, habits, um, whatever the excuse is. Instead of looking at the root cause and trying to figure out why are we doing certain things, and we just going along with the program, you programmed to do whatever because such and such do whatever. And this is stuff that you've been doing, your family been doing for years, even though it might not be so healthy for you. They may be able to do it. You might not be able to do it. So it could be a number of things. God is so good because, yeah, my child, I'm going to show you why I called you years ago, months ago, weeks ago, days ago, hours ago to stop doing what you know you shouldn't be doing in the first place, but because you wanted to have the experience. Come on over here and get this butt whooping, and I'm still going to nurture you. I'm still going to nurture you. I'm still going to nurture you. You feel me? Because yeah, a lot of us need that. A lot of us is hard-headed. And again, these messages is because this is what I say to myself. I'm never going to tell you guys something that I don't tell myself. Like, yeah, you needed that butt whooping. You needed it because you wasn't listening. You was being hard-headed and you knew and you heard my voice and you still. And on the flip side is some people didn't get to experience and wake up again to live this life again because they didn't listen. So this is still serious. I might have smiles, but no, it's serious because sometimes we could have walked in situations where we could have died so many times, and God was telling you like, you're with a killer. You with somebody that's not even on your, you know what I'm saying? Even though we all people, it's like there's still levels to it. There's still levels to it. And if you're on somebody's level that don't have no type of care for nobody's life, because they don't care about their own, and you decide to bring yourself into this situation, you could put yourself in danger. God will allow you to walk into that lion's den. Get close to the fire. Feel it. This is what you want. Since you wanted to have this experience, this is what it feels like. This is what it feels like when you decide not to listen to me. And you could have actually harmed yourself because you were willing to walk. You willingly walked into the lion's den. So, be grateful that you got God when you feel like, oh, things don't turn out right for me. I wish I had more. If you ain't got more, what are you doing when you ain't got more? You still willingly walking yourself into lions' dens. And then you expect to have more. What you gonna do with more if you're not handling what you got right now properly? Even if it's only the voice of God. How do you expect more? And I hear somebody say, well, we deserve it. We've been through hell and back. Yeah, true. That's true. You may feel that way. But what are you doing right now when you ain't got nothing? When you ain't got nothing but your decisions. When you ain't got nothing but your choices. When you ain't got nothing but your wishes. When you ain't got nothing but your dreams. What can you do right now? Do the work. And a part of doing the work is making healthier choices for yourself. And it takes so much work. And I always tell you guys this because I know I struggle with this as well. It takes a lot of work changing the way that you were programmed to eat, the way you were programmed to, think about certain things, the way you're moving, getting addicted to buying, because being a consumer. So many things, so many addictions, so many habits, so many thoughts that come into our minds daily. We are being attacked. And guess what? It is a self attack. It's like the body attacking itself. Sort of like lupus, kind of. But more on a spiritual sense. That's why it is important to check in with yourself to see where you're at. What have you been thinking? Where has your mind went? Are you even doing things and not even thinking about it? What's on autopilot? Because a lot of us have heard God, and we knew that in a lot of situations, God said no. God said no. But us that's hard-headed want to say, why? Why? It's like when your parents tell you, don't go past the poach, and you end up all the way down the street, and something happened down the street, then who you calling? You running in the house going to get mama. But mama told you not to leave the yard for a reason. Some of us listen to mama and stayed in the yard. And then there's the hard-headed ones that had to go see what was going on down the street. And again, I'm smiling because it's like, yeah, that's me. And I know there's some of y'all hard-headed. So, but on a serious note, it's like I'm here to tell you guys, this is serious time. I don't know, for somebody out there, God is saying, when I'm telling you no or go left, go right, don't question me. Y'all being called to listen to your intuition. Your higher self is going to tell you what decisions you should be making and you shouldn't be making. Some of you guys, this is in a life or death situation right now where if you choose to make some certain choice, it could cost you your life. And I know that, you do. It is hard, when you hear the voice and you like, is it really, or it's just, nah, I'm still gonna do. No, this ain't the time to be like, nah, I'm still gonna do it. No, or yes, or left, or right, whatever God is calling you to do or not to do. Listen. By now, we should be up in age where you've had a lot of experiences by now. And you may want to get to the point where you're not going to keep going off the porch and you're going to actually stay in the yard like you're being told. In situations that know that you've already done it. You've already done it and you keep doing it and keep repeating cycles and keep hurting yourself. Because remember, it's still all about our minds. We have to take accountability. The decisions that we're making, the choices that we're making. Don't allow yourself to destroy your own self. Because that's basically what's happening. What can happen? We can destroy ourselves just because of the choices that we are making or not making. Our decisions, our actions. That's why you have the Most High in your life. Be grateful that you actually can hear. There's a lot of people that can't hear. They say they can't hear. And everybody can have the opportunity to hear if they just listen. And take time out to listen and quiet your mind. I'm talking to myself, y'all. I'm not just talking to y'all. So that's what I was being called to say. And I know that it can be challenging at times to, stay on a straight and narrow when it comes. There's a time for a play. There's a time to, step out and do different things. But then there's times where, certain things ain't going to help you whether you experience it or not. It's not going to help you. It's going to it may further traumatize you. It may further damage you. And right now, it's we're self-love and we're being gentle to ourselves. A part of being gentle to yourself is making choices that you know that is not going to necessarily take you all the way, set you all the way back, re-traumatize you, have you questioning your self-worth, your self-respect. Because and then ultimately, when you're making these choices, we're basically tearing our own selves up, self-destructing. Don't be self-destructive to yourself. You can't. This is not. We can't be self-destructive. I said self-destructive self. Yeah, self-destruction is a very dangerous game, and we can expect to win and elevate if we're allowing some of this stuff that we've been doing for so long to stay on repeat. Be grateful that you have the Most High that loves you so much that even when you was told no and you still was hard-headed and did it, that you got punished and you got nurtured after the Most High whooped that butt. Some of us need a little spankings, you feel me? So just be grateful. Be grateful. Appreciate the lessons that you've learned. We are all human. Um, and a lot of us really are in this world, but not of this world. A lot of us came down here for experiences, and you can't help no one else if you can't help yourself. And it starts with just your choices. Because how do you expect to get blessed with more if you're mishandling what you have right now? You have choices, you have options. We all have choices and options. So I just wanted to bring you guys these messages. Take care. Have a good day. Bye.